But we start this hour with this story. Communities all over Gauteng are in distress over water woes. Last week, Rand Water issued a 20% water restriction notice to municipalities across Gauteng, including Johannesburg, Ekurhuleni and Tshwane. Some areas have been without water for nearly a week, and there is no indication when it will be restored. People have taken to social media talking of days without water even before the notices were sent out. eNCA's Nqobile Madlala has been following that story, but before we go to Nqobile, she spoke to some councillors about the current water crisis at Salt Hill. Let's hear what those councillors had to say.
This is a major issue. We have 3 schools that has been affected. Our children are writing exams. They cannot even write exams now. We've got old age homes in this ward. I've got 4 old age homes. They've all been affected. I've got a community by the new development where there's over 3,000 people. They have been affected. Apart from this, we've got extra residents as well. We've got South Hills that's affected. We've got Risana that's affected. We've got Tulisa Park that is affected. Our toilets are running over. I'd like to actually ask anybody here, when last did they have a proper bath? All these people that actually came to protest. And this is clearly a lack of maintenance, a lack of infrastructure, and this is from our current government. They do not take the people's needs into consideration, and this is a big issue. So we want answers, and we want answers by today. I have actually asked Joburg Water to come out. They refused to come out. I've asked Rand Water to come out. They refused to come out. I've been speaking to the mayor. He clearly ignored me. I've been speaking to the MMC. He never came back with any answers. So it is a major problem. As you can see, we've got lots of angry residents here around us, and we want answers. We want answers by today.
All right, let me take you then to eNCA's Nqobile Madlala, who is tracking that situation. 20% reduction in water pressure and supply in Nqobile in a situation where communities have already been in distress, some communities going on for days, if not weeks, without water. Where are you at the moment, and what's the situation you are finding?
Well, Tulas, we are in South Hill where really the residents are really angry at this point. We're outside the reservoir, the Rand Water Reservoir, and the people you see here are residents that have come from different parts of the south of Johannesburg. Some of them are from Linmeyer, some coming from South Hills, some coming from Tulisa Park as well. They're saying that the water issue has been ongoing. In fact, they're saying that from July, they had a time where they didn't have water for as long as 11 days. Now it's coming again, and it's in August, and they've been told that there was water reduction, but because this was coming to a warmer season where people are expected to use more water. But it's not the case now, because they haven't even had water. You heard from the councillors that were speaking to us as well, saying that they want answers from Rand Water, and they want it now. But just to gain the impact, we're going to speak to some of the residents that are here to give us an understanding on how this has affected them. Ma'am, how has this affected you?
It affects my toilet. I can't wash. I can't do nothing. And there is water. We went up there and there is water. It's not right what they're doing to us. We have babies in our places. And the old age people also there. It's not fair to us. It's not right what the government and the Rand Water is doing to us. It's not fair.
What have you done as community to try and get the answer?
We went all over. We even fight with our councillor. Me personally, I fight with my councillor because she keep on saying the same story, but we don't know how they get the answer. They get the answer from the same answers from Rand Water, and then she just feed us with that answers. It's not fair to us. It's really not fair, and it's now 6 days without water. I can't take it anymore.
6 days, ma'am, without water. How were you affected?
It was the 26th of August. Last time we sat 11 days without water. This time it was the Zakerbos plant, purification plant, that apparently had a problem. We have water in the reservoir. They're telling us we've got no water. We've got businesses. We've got we've got an orphanage, and we've got 5 immediate old age homes that are not getting any water. We've got businesses that have had to close, schools that are not being attended because there's no water for the schools. These children can't go to school. It's a health issue. So, yes, it's a very big problem, and they keep coming with stories. They're fixing this, they're fixing, you'll get it tomorrow, you'll get it in 2 hours. and there's always another problem. So we don't believe anything they've got to say. Rainwater and Joburg Waters refused to meet with us. Okay, our councillors have done everything they can from our side. I've got everything. I've got all the loggings we've done. Okay, so we've got proof that we've logged the complaints. They are refusing to answer us. They're refusing to come and meet with us. So the only other thing is we go meet them. If they're refusing to come to us, we're going to have to go out to them.
Of course, there's nobody here to attend you, so what's the way forward?
Well, the residents are now threatening to go and to Rand Water and to Joburg Water to go and protest it. All right. So it's very frustrating. I've got a newborn at home. I've got a 3-month-old baby at home. It's my grandson. And this is not acceptable.
Thank you very much. Ma'am, you want to say something?
I feel that this is unconstitutional in this COVID period. Because COVID, they want people and they want us to be clean. How can we be if there is no water? The thing is this, that gets to me is this. They just put the water out without even pre-warning us so that we can make provision at least for a few days. Now you have water, you go next time there is no water. In the most cases, we've got children, small babies. How are we supposed to fend for our small babies if there is no water? And like she said, I want to reiterate, then we fight with our ward councillor because we think that she's lying. But it's what they say to her that she tells us, the feed that she gives us. Then when you don't see water, and she said water in 2-3 hours, then we fight with her. I mean, that is not fair. All that we ask is for human beings, for a human sense of humanity. I mean, we can't live like that. We are not living on the farms. When we are on the farms, this is what we are dealt with. But we're not living with the farms. We have running water in our houses. They don't warn us, nothing is just cut off. And now they don't come to face us to tell us what is the way forward. Tomorrow, tonight, what, we don't know as we're standing here. I mean, that is not fair on us. It's not fair.
Thank you very much. It's okay, ma'am. Well, as you can hear there, Tillis, the residents just saying that they're very angry with regards to what's been happening to them. They're saying it's been 6 days without water. They just want to get some water. Some also have alluded to saying that there's also no electricity in the area. But they are saying that they're going to be here at this point and they are not going to leave here. And if not, they are going to go to Rand Water. Just to show you also behind us, they did go to where the water check if the water is there, and they're saying that because of that they do believe that there is enough for residents, but at this point they are not given that, and they're saying this is a humanitarian issue and this is something that they're willing to escalate, because also they're finding themselves at a point where they are fighting with their councillors to get the water.
All right, thank you for that. That's eNCA's Nqobile Madlala out there reporting on that picket, a small picket by that small group of residents there. But the issue they are raising is really a huge one, is it not? The issue of water and access and issues of infrastructure maintenance and ensuring that the infrastructure sustains access to water for all of us, especially in the populous province of Gauteng.